Pigs in the Parlor, Chapter 11. Deliverance, Individual and Group, Private and Public. The ministry of deliverance belongs to the church. It should go right along with preaching, teaching, and healing. In the Great Commission, as recorded in Matthew, we read, "And Yeshua came and spake unto them, saying, All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore, and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world." Matthew chapter 28, verses 18 through 20. The casting out of demons is a vital part of that which Yeshua commanded his disciples. In Mark's account of the commission, he quotes Yeshua as saying, "And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils." Notice the plural pronouns, them and they. This suggests that it is a ministry of the church rather than of the individual. Today, the Holy Spirit is bringing forth a crash ministry of deliverance in the church, because it has been so long neglected, and the church must have it to be prepared for the coming of the Lord Yeshua. Individual ministry. Deliverance can take place as part of a regular church service. Yeshua did not shrink back from casting out demons publicly and in the place of worship and teaching. "And they went into Capernaum, and straightway on the Sabbath day he entered into the synagogue and taught. And there was in their synagogue a man with an unclean spirit, and he cried out. And Yeshua rebuked him, saying, Hold thy peace, and come out of him." Mark chapter 1, verses 21, 23, and 25. I have been in services like that. The very presence of those who were moving in the power of God over demon spirits caused the spirits to react and cry out or speak out. It would depend upon the point of interruption in the service as to what course was taken. Sometimes, the spirits were told to be quiet until the message was finished. The demons would thus be bound until the time to cast them out. Again, the situation might lend itself to immediate deliverance. This happened once in a service where I was ministering. At the very end of my message, demon spirits took over a man and his wife. They were Christians, but had not known the baptism in the Holy Spirit. They had come to the service with the intention of mocking and making fun of the Pentecostals. But during the service, they came under conviction. The message emphasized the power in the blood of Yeshua. The woman began to shake violently. When those nearby started to pray for her, the demons began to scream through her. When the husband moved over to see what he could do to help, the demons in him began to scream and shake him. The congregation continued to sing praise songs, and several of us ministered to the man and his wife in the aisle of the church until they were free from the demonic seizure. Then both of them were prayed for to receive the baptism in the Holy Spirit, and in a few moments they were speaking in tongues as the Spirit gave utterance. Both were delivered from demons of alcohol and nicotine, as well as many other spirits. They have continued in their spirit-filled life with great zeal and joy. Up to this point in my own ministry, most of the deliverance has been on the basis of a private conference-type ministry. Our deliverance team will go into a church or community. There will be several teaching sessions on demonology and deliverance. The people are encouraged to make appointments for ministry. We will set up appointments much like a doctor's office. About 2 hours are scheduled for each person. We strongly encourage ministry for families, with both parents and children of all ages participating. About 30 to 45 minutes of the time is given to a conference, and the remainder to the process of deliverance. This approach to deliverance has proved to have some strong points in its favor. For one thing, the conference discussion brings to light the times and ways that demons were able to gain entrance into that person's life. The person is able to learn how the various demons operate. This understanding is a big help in their able to close the doors to the demons after they have been cast out, so that they will not be able to regain entrance. Of course, the demons are listening to the conversation and realize that their presence is being disclosed and their ways of evil work are being brought to light. This serves to stir up the spirits, and by the time you are ready for ministry, the demons are usually on the surface and come out more readily. The conference type ministry has the disadvantage of being time consuming, but it has the advantage of being more thorough than the public and group deliverance. The heart of Yeshua cries out for more workers. In the context of Matthew chapter 10, Yeshua is engaged in his ministry of teaching, preaching, healing, and casting out demons. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad, as sheep having no shepherd. Then saith he unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Matthew chapter 9, verses 36 through 38. Group ministry. Group ministry involves the casting out of demons from more than one person at a time. The group can vary in size from two to a multitude. That this can be done has been demonstrated many times by persons moving in deliverance ministry. The deliverance minister will command the demons to go in the name of Yeshua, and the demons will begin to come out. In large groups of 100 or more, unless there are enough personal workers knowledgeable enough to give adequate help to each individual, some may not receive the ministry they need. In the group ministry, there are some who receive a very adequate deliverance. Others may not get as much as they need, and some may not get any. Group ministry can be effective with children. I had the experience of ministering to a group of children, ages 7 through 12. We began by calling for spirits that are common to practically every boy and girl. Example, fear, selfishness, resentment, and anger. After a list of common spirits had been covered and commanded out, individual children with particular problems were dealt with more specifically. The parents and pastor of the children were present and assisted with the individual ministries. 2 children also received the baptism in the Holy Spirit, and 1 gained liberty and tongues. More has been said about ministry to children in a separate chapter. It is inconceivable that Yeshua ministered to each person individually. He was swarmed by multitudes of persons wanting healing and deliverance everywhere he went. He and the 12 could not have personally ministered to each individual, yet the record makes it clear that he ministered to all who came. In Peter's sermon to the household of Cornelius, he tells us how God anointed Yeshua of Nazareth with the Holy Spirit and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil. Acts chapter 10, verse 38. Private or public ministry. Sometimes we are made to feel that we have to make a decision between two things. Do we really have to choose between public or private deliverance? It is evident that the Holy Spirit has directed in both. Let each believer do it the way the Lord shows him. Private ministry is important, if not essential in some cases. We are finding that most followers have some dark pages in their lives. There are things which have never been confessed to anyone. Demons thrive on the hidden and unconfessed sins. They bring guilt and unworthiness to hinder the spiritual growth and witness of the follower. Most persons feel quite comfortable in confessing these things to the deliverance counselor. It is made clear to them that the digging into the past is for the purpose of revealing the doors through which demons entered, in order that those doors might be closed forever. Some individuals require more teaching and encouragement than others in being able to retain their deliverance. Some grasp quickly the techniques of spiritual warfare, while others are slow to learn. Some are more vulnerable to attack through other persons in their lives, especially in the home. The minister feels the importance of each case and wants to be at his very best under God that the person ministered unto will be able to continue in his deliverance in victory.